Hurricane season is still officially about a week away, but there is already something brewing in the tropics. Jeff Huffman here from the Storm Center. We're keeping a close eye on this disturbance. The Hurricane Center now saying it has a medium chance of developing once it moves a little closer to the United States here by Friday and Saturday. A couple of things to note, though. If it does develop, it's likely to be more subtropical than tropical in nature and fairly weak. And second, it's likely to stay east of Florida. But it is that time of year, and it's not unusual for something this early in the season to develop. It happens about once every 2 years when you look at the data from June, and we are almost to June. And the typical development takes place in the Gulf or the Western Caribbean and then moves to the north. So, you know, it's not unheard of to get a tropical storm this time of year. Many of you may remember Beryl and Debbie in 2012. Beryl, of course, formed just offshore to the east, and Debbie formed over the Gulf of Mexico. So we'll keep a close eye on this. Right now, it's just an area of thunderstorms along a decaying front. Obviously, it looks very weak, but it's going to pick up some steam as the trade winds strengthen and push it to the west. And this is the time of year we start to see these waves move in. And notice there's a nice little spin here, a little area of rotation, but also notice it's forecast by this particular model to move toward the north, up toward the Carolinas. Nonetheless, at the very least, it will bring some moisture into the state for the holiday weekend. If you didn't know there was something potentially developing in the tropics, honestly, the weather is not going to be unusual at all here in Florida. Typical afternoon showers and thunderstorms, a little cloudier on the Atlantic coast, and that's where the heaviest rain will move. If the system becomes a little stronger, it will actually pull down dry air on its western side, and so much of the weekend may be dry, say from I-75 westward. We'll, of course, keep an eye on it. After all, it is hurricane season. Here's a list of the 2016 names. Don't forget, if this does become named, it would be Bonnie because Alex formed back in January. I'd say here in Florida, let's continue our preseason preparations and just keep an eye on this. You can stay in touch with us on our mobile app, Florida Storms, or on Facebook and Twitter. Just look for Florida Storms.